second take on this video. I was just making a video and I threw out too personal when it comes to my love life. I gotta tame the britches on that one just a little bit. Just because there's so many entities and entanglement involved in it, and I know that. And that said, anyways, this is story time. And I want to clear the air on a few things. I know there's a lot of narratives being plastered and painted out there on the black web and group chats and my little community involvement and my family dynamics and old friend groups, old workplace establishments, current place establishments, you name it, I know it, right? I don't talk to anybody. I just intuitively know. I have very, very few people that I talk to. And the very few people that I talk to on the regular basis, believe me, they're not sharing the narratives that are being plastered. I can just read between the lines. And so, not to mention intuitively what God sends me in my dreams. And so I just know. And, it's all a part of it. And I understand that. And so I wear it. It doesn't make a difference to me what the narratives are anymore. It used to bother me, but given the circumstantial events of my entire life, narratives always follow me. So he's kind of, groomed me for that, I guess some should say. And, I'm very, very low key. I'm very chill. I keep to myself. I go out here and there, hang out with a few close girlfriends that I'm creating connections with, go to the beach here and there, go to dinner here and there. I'm definitely not talking to anybody romantically, have no intentions for that. So you can go ahead and put that in the group chat. And seeing as I know how much you've created a division between my, love life, I'm fully aware of that. And so I got a lot of haters. Hater made. I'm hater made, no doubt. Hater made and hater resilient. Hater made and hater resilient. Go ahead and put that on a t-shirt and make money. All right. That said, it came to me in reference to just the entanglement when it comes to my workplace environments. And I felt compelled to touch on that. In the last, I'll go back 3 years. 3 years. Okay. I run into so many issues when it comes to finding jobs that I'm well qualified for. Every angle I try to make money on my platforms, ex-nade. I can't do lives. Both my devices go wonky. And so it is what it is. I don't buy into it. I don't allow it to siphon my energy. My energy is expensive and that's not something I'm going to waste my time on. And so when you hit dead ends like that in life, you just pick and choose your battles. And that's just not one. They have the power. I'll give them that, but you ain't going to get my power within my reality. And there's a difference there. There's a big difference. And, when you go through your healing ventures, such as I have, and I am doing, you wake up to seeing a lot of different things that were, you were surrounded by. And I was surrounded by constant manipulation and toxicity and coercion and setups and schemes for the last decade of my life, but particularly in the workforce for the last 5 years. All right. I've connected the dots and I know. And, when I resigned in 2023, I took a break. And then I went back into it back in March 2024 through September 2024. And well, that little company that I worked for did the same stuff the previous company did. And because from October to March, I worked on myself. I worked on my strength. I worked on my emotional stability. I worked on my worthiness. I worked on different things within myself that I stood on, right? And not to mention the fact that I gave up my addiction in October 2023, right? And so I went into it with a bit of a different mindset, but not quite to the strength that I have now. Whereas So between March 2024 through September 2024, at the company that I was working for, I got very close to people that I worked with. And I now see what y'all did. You know how much that breaks my heart? And you know exactly who you are. I know you be watching my stuff. I know you do. I know you do. You know exactly who you are. And it's sad. It's sad. People that look at you dead in your eyes and say that they're being genuine to you, and all they're doing in the background is manipulating and coercing you to put you in a negative mindset, to have you lose your mind, have you react and respond in certain ways, keep giving you false hope. Oh, you're going to get to this job. You're going to get to this property management or property company that you'll manage this. I mean, it was constant the whole time. And then not to mention the way home from work every day, I talked to friends that did the same exact thing. The same exact thing. Literally. The same exact thing. And you all know, entangled in it, what you did. And now you have no access to me. Your access has been denied. God has removed you from my life for a reason. You should have never been doing those things in the first place. Never. You had no right. Nobody has any right to play those kind of manipulative games in anybody's life. No matter what they pay you. No matter what they tell you. If somebody tells you to do those things to another human being, why wouldn't you ask why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to someone? Why are you going to this lengths to corroborate your story you say they did if you don't have facts? Why am I having to do this? Right? But nobody does that. Nobody does that. They just go along with it. They take the payouts. They take the bribe. They take the compelling story by all these Jezebels, all these officials, all these people doing very, very dirty things. Absolutely dirty things. And the thing is now is that because I've been so subjected to it, I pick up on it like yesterday's business. Ain't nobody can come at me like that again. Ain't nobody. I can read right through it. And that's why all the officials are stressed. Because I can read through corruption. Because that's all they subjected me to for the last 5 years of my life and then some. So when somebody's subjected to this type of trauma 24/7, 7 days a week, what the heck do you think? Either they're going to die, they're going to take their own life, or they're going to be the detriment of their own downfall. That's what you were banking on. Or they're going to heal. The divine God's going to come in and help them. And then they're going to become a beast to your ways and go against it. And set the new norm and stand against it. And that's where I walk. That's where I walk. And that's my walk forward. And nobody can take that away. Nobody. No matter what side of the fence you're on, blood or not, family or not, friends or not. Like none of that matters. None of that matters in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't. Those are things that you have to wrestle with in your soul, in your conscience. And then figure out how can you change it. And I'll tell you how you can change it. You can take accountability. Quit running from it. Quit running from it. This has been a complete crap show. Complete crap show. From the get-go. Heist gone wrong. Straight up. Heist gone wrong. You picked the wrong one. Wrong one. God hid me in plain sight. You took my kindness for weakness. You took my generosity for ignorance. You took my authenticity for mocking. You took my intelligence and my creativity to monetize it. And you still are. And all those entangled in it, no. But to clear the air in reference to my personal life, yeah, I'm very low key. I keep to myself. I stay on my beating path and I ain't got no romantic connections. My heart is connected to somebody else. And when God sees that fit, God will see us through. And again, if it's not in this life, it's in the next life. I'm good with that. I'm happy with the connection that I had and that I have. And that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me because it's so much a catalyst of who I am and my healing. It's like the souls are like this and that's fair enough for me. I'm happy. Solo dolo with God. We're good here. Like, A-okay.